Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video a little bit different, so what I'm going to be doing is, I always get these comments whenever I do like a weapon review, right? Where there's always people who are like, yeah, but so-and-so said this about the same gun. Like, there's lots of different YouTubers out there reviewing guns in Destiny 2, it's just the way it is. And we often have different takes, but what's funny is just how often me and specifically Coolguy see things differently. And I always get people who point it out and they're like, you're wrong, he said it's good, or vice versa. Why are you saying that it's good and he's saying it's terrible? You know what I mean? So it's always funny when that happens. But I also thought it was like a good opportunity for me to, because I don't watch other people's content. But anyways, I thought it would be cool because I don't watch other people's content because, I mean, I work Destiny 9 to 5, right? I play Destiny and then I edit Destiny and I'm staring at Destiny content all the time. So when I clock out, the last thing I want to do is watch a Destiny video. You know what I mean? So I figured I would go back and rewatch some of Coolguy's content where he reviewed a gun very differently than I did. And then I would then modify the way that I approach that gun, go back, revisit it, and try it out the way that he suggested it, and see if maybe I would change my stance on some of these guns. So that's what we're doing today. I got 3 guns that he and I saw very differently. Okay, first up is actually going to be this gun. I was combing through some Coolguy videos to see which weapons we disagreed on. One of them was this one right here, the targeted redaction. Now, when I reviewed this thing back in the day, I was like, hey, okay, this thing is kind of garbage. I was like, I don't understand why some people like this thing. It's got trash perks. It's got trash stats, and I basically said it wasn't worth your time. Now, I did put it through its paces. I put over 200 kills on the thing in PvP. When I was doing the review, I really did try a lot of different combinations, and nothing really stuck for me, and I was just thoroughly unimpressed with the weapon. I think I finally landed on well-rounded and keep away from mine, but I go back and I watch this Coolguy video, and I gotta say, the guy's got a way of making you feel like, oh my gosh, this gun looks incredible. I'm just watching his gameplay. I'm like, he is shredding with this thing in the gameplay. I mean, he was popping the frig off. And it wasn't just his shot placement. It was his movement. It was his positioning. It was the kill chain. And it actually made me excited to try this thing out again. But the role that he recommends in his video is perfect flow and explosive payload. And he's using it in conjunction with Falcons. So I basically just copied essentially what he was doing. So here I am with my Falcons build. He was hand cannon shotty, had a quick draw shotty in the kinetic slot, so I got my Fractithist here, ready to go. Let's give it a shot and see if I was wrong about this thing. You know, my TV versus Fallout video, Fallout's easy to roast, because he dishes it out, right? Fallout's always ribbing on people, which is one of the things I love about him, which made that video really easy. It's going to be really hard to talk any kind of trash about Coolguy, because he's just literally the nicest guy. Like, I would insult him and I would immediately be like, listen, man, I didn't mean it. You know what I mean? But it is true that he is a very niche reviewer, in such as he will find the most obscure thing about a gun, the most obscure thing about it, and he will ask himself, how can I turn this into a strength? I swear, there's a gun out there that's like 99% bad, and he'll find the 1% about it that's okay and be like, I'm going to make that exceptional. I still tell people to this day, I think Coolguy's probably the best weapon reviewer in the Destiny community, in my opinion. But he's also a punk because he makes my job harder, because then I'll put out a review where a gun is 99% bad, and I'll be like, listen guys, this gun's 99% bad. And like half of the comments will be like, but you're sleeping on this one thing that Coolguy mentioned. And I'm like, come on. Like, here, I will rip on him on this one a little bit. Criminal's Dagger, right? When I made my recommendation, I said it was a great gun, right? But the one thing I said, like in my review, I was like, I'm not big on air trigger. And like some of the comments are like, what do you mean you're not big on air trigger? Do you even know what it does? I'm like, yes, I know what it does. Because Coolguy turned people onto this idea that you can bunny hop reload. And I'm like, yeah, it's just not what I prioritize with my weapon. Is you know, the reload itself is not the thing that I'm prioritizing. I want like kill extension. I want stat, you know, other stats, getting boosts from other perks. So it's just not the thing that I'm really looking for out of Criminal's Dagger. And they're like, you're crazy. All right, we did unfortunately get a terrible map, and it's Clash. So, I mean, I do like Clash, but some maps are just bad for Clash. This map's bad for everything, to be fair. Nobody's even got 50 points yet, and there's just over 3 minutes left in the game. Holy cow, this map is so bad. I'll cut back in while we're in biz here. Get the volatile action going on. No, no, they're caught. Yeah, that's a good grenade. Yeah. All right, so let's go invis here. And then we'll cut in. There we go. There we go. I mean, that's a tough matchup. I don't think the targeted reactions did us any, like, disservice. It didn't feel bad. I mean, going up against a 3-stack on that map in Clash, I mean, I'll take 25 kills. Are you kidding me, man? We go from freaking Disjunction to Vostok. We made sure to change the weighting so that the maps players love come up more frequently.
I don't believe you.
Okay, so what I'm probably going to end up doing is playing a little bit closer to inside then. There we go.
Keep the pressure on.
Nice, Blue. Nice scout, nerd. Woo, those are clean shots. Woo! We win those. One of the things that Coolguy talks about in the very beginning of his video on this weapon is he talks about how weapon feel is a really important factor. He just talks about sometimes a weapon just feels right to you. You know what I mean? I totally agree. That's actually another, I don't know if it's going to be in this video or not, but that's definitely another weapon that Coolguy and I disagree on because of that one factor, that one variable of weapon feel. And that's the Jurassic Green. I adore that gun. I've got probably 6,000 Jurassic Green kills across 5 different roles, and I haven't even deleted, I still have them, you know what I'm saying? Sit it, are you freaking kidding? Bungie, you just made 3 brand new maps that are great in 6s. Can I play them? I'd like to play them. Not a Forsaken map that everybody hated. Woo! Didn't even see that guy, and I had True Sight. More like lol JK sight. Hey bud, what you doing? That guy was like, if I hold perfectly still, he will not see me. Well, we kind of dominated this match, but it's just because, quite frankly, the map is really bad at punishing one team. Alright, this looks like a match in progress here. Where are we headed to? It's Earth somewhere. Watch it be Midtown. Something else big. It's Midtown. It's like I've been doing this a while or something. Well, my teammate just got deleted up here. Oh, that guy got deleted. Please, have mercy. Man, this is a huge mob. There we go. Clean shots there. There we go. They're gonna want B and they're gonna want heavy. That dude was an ape and a half, wasn't he?
Zone C lost. They have advantage. Zone A captured.
That's on me. I kind of wanted to push that third one. Wanted the triple kill there. Woo-hoo-hoo!
He lost. Enemy has zone advantage.
Ooh, that was close. Alright, so I've played several matches now of targeted redaction. I mean, we never went negative. We never played, like, bad. But, man, it just still feels like a, I don't know, a C plus kind of a gun to me. Still feels kind of like a C plus gun to me. And there's just so many other hand cannons out there, I think, that feel, I will give him this, I will give him credit here. He talks about weapon feel, and that's a hard thing to argue against. If something feels good to you, it feels good to you. But when we're talking about min-maxing stats, pushing the stats of the gun to the limit, and getting the most bang for your buck, I just don't think that this is the play as a 120 hand cannon. Is it bad? No. Like I said, C plus. I mean, I think it's comfortably average to above average. in terms of the way that it performs. But for me, I think I'm going to stick to my guns on this one. This might just be one of those things that, hey, Cool Guy makes it work, and it works for him, and he crushes with it. I mean, you look at the gameplay of that video, man was on fire. But I don't think I'm feeling it, at least not the same way he was feeling it. So I'm going to stick to my guns on targeted reaction. I think this is still a C+ gun. Next up, we got the scalar potential. Okay, so Cool Guy was singing the praises of this gun. He loved it. Said it was a genuine dueler. You're going to have Focus Fury up all the time. It's going to synchronize with the Origin trait. He talked about a little mini game you can play by looking at the timer on the Origin trait itself, Dragon's Vengeance, and seeing when that reload's going to happen for you to help basically keep Focus Fury topped off without forcing the reload, all that kind of stuff. So I was not big on this gun. I said that, I mean, of the rapid fire frame pulses out there, I was just thoroughly unimpressed. I mean, I really love Oversoul Edict. I'm pretty big on Jurassic Green. Autumn Wind is pretty solid. I mean, there's just so many. Peace of Mind, just so many great rapid fire frames that this one just, it didn't feel like it could stand toe to toe with those other behemoths in the family. Cool Guy says otherwise. Of course he does. Let's try it out. I have, by the way, reshaped mine to match exactly the roll that he crafted in his review. I was running Golden Tricorn here and Arrowhead Break here. I swapped those to Extended and Focus Fury, which is what he recommended. And then I went with a Ranged Masterwork instead of Stability, which is what I had been running as well. All right, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. Oh my gosh, my son is playing with the dog on the hardwood floors above me, so if you hear that, I do apologize. I've got these little gremlins called children. They're all right besides the smell. Don't reload, got it. Okay, it reloaded itself there. There we go. Well, it's a nice little 5 streak there, and we did get Focus Fury up for that last guy. Woo! I got Focus Fury up for a few seconds. No, I'm not gonna see anybody with it, am I? That's too bad. Oh, he's so weak, Blue. Oh, not this guy. Oh, we deleted that guy. Absolute laser beam there. That felt really good. I'm not finding that it's reloading itself maybe as frequently as I was hoping when it really matters. Initial impressions after game 1 felt pretty good. Felt pretty good. I'm open to the idea of raising my score on this. Good map. I like this map a lot. I'm gonna let them get the cap on A or on C, and I'm gonna beeline it right off of the bat. For some mid control here. All right, let's pop the rift. Baby's gonna suck on him a little bit. There, baby got the kill. We're come pick the baby up from school. Send the baby off with mom. The baby's gonna eat. Yeah, baby eats good. I love Briarbines so much, man. People sleep on the. I never see people running Briarbines. Put you over there. Oh, we did suppress somebody with that. Not that somebody, though. Oh, there's 2 of them there? That's not great. I'm not gonna have time for this, am I? Well, maybe. Here, hold that. Eat, baby, eat! Baby ate again! He gone. I'm gonna bounce this.
Strength in numbers, Guardian.
There we go, beautiful. Give me another reload, please. Not good, not good. Oh, there's the reload, okay. Here's the thing, like, when it works, it's working pretty well. But my criticism is that you don't have nearly as much control. You're sort of relying on things happening for you. There's just other ways to more reliably get that TTK, you know, the reduction in the optimal TTK. I don't dislike the gun, I just don't know why, if Oversoul Edict exists, why I would need this one, you know what I'm saying? And we did really well there. 2.23 KD, 29 kills. I'm not mad about that at all. Does it work? Absolutely. But I'm just not sure that it works better than some of the rapid fire frame alternatives, even the ones of the exact same element. Obviously, it's much more approachable than Oversoul Edict, which is a raid weapon. Let me check dim here and pull mine up. I've got 2 crafted. Yeah, so I've got Encore sword logic on this one. Almost 700 kills on this one. I've got 2. I've also got an Encore swashbuckler one that I used for my throwing knife build. I think the origin trait on scalar potential is more useful in PvP. That much is true over Cursed Thrall. Everything else going on here I just like more. I mean, on Oversoul Edict, you've got Keep Away if you wanted to go that route, but you've also got Encore, you've got Perpetual Motion. You get that 20%, damage buff with Sword Logic, and I feel like it's just more consistent. Easier to proc, you can rely on it, you know when it's gonna happen, you know what I mean? Some good old headshots there, that's gonna help. There's Focused Fury. Gotta reload now, though.
Your moments of clarity.
That was a nice little run right there, eh? Woo!
Only 5 minutes left.
There we go. Nice couple of kills there. Watch that grenade on the wall. It's funny, we're reviewing a rapid fire frame arc pulse. And this guy on my team, his name is Syzygy. Do you guys remember the 123 Syzygy? I loved that pulse rifle. It was a rapid fire frame pulse rifle in Destiny 1. It was ARC. I was a big fan of the Syzygy. Yeah, like one of my biggest problems with this gun is just, I mean, look at the perk pool. This is what you're working with. Slick draw, hip fire grip, permeability, overflow. You got deconstruct, under over, attrition orbs. Like there's just, it's loaded with a whole bunch of stuff that just does not really work well in PvP on a rapid fire frame pulse rifle. So you just have very limited options. That's one of my biggest beefs with it. Meanwhile, Oversoul Edict has Keep Away, which is like the one good thing, in the first column for PvP on the scalar potential. That's like the one obvious choice. But Oversoul Edict, it's got Keep Away if that's what you want, but also if you're really into kill chain, it's got Encore. It's got Perpetual Motion if you want stability and handling. It's got Eye of the Storm for the accuracy buffs when you're dueling. And if you're kill chaining with a melee build, you got Swashbuckler. If you just want to kill chain with the gun alone, you've got Sword Logic. You've got Headseeker for raw dueling. You've got Adrenaline Junkie for more kill chaining if that's your thing. Like, you just have so many more options. I think that's really what it boils down to for me, is that scalar potential is like a diet over Soul Edict. I do like the interaction of Focus Fury and the Origin trait. I will give credit where it's due. That combination can be really fun to play with. And when it works pretty well. I think it's an interesting dynamic. I've got Focus Fury up. There we go. Come on, give me the reload. I need the reload. Somebody give me the reload. Oh, I already have Focus Fury. Duh, shoot. I should have been looking at my buffs. Oh, he's so weak, dude. Yeah, good cleanup, Blue. Good clean shots there. And movie top frag there, a little 4.8. Like, that map especially, I think pulses actually get to, especially rapid fire frames, they really get to shine there. But what's the verdict? Man, I think I gotta stick with my original take. I think I'm gonna give it a little more credit. I'm gonna bump it up a little bit. I'm gonna give it now like I'll say a B+. Because it is very approachable. It's very usable. It's got, some synergy between the Origin trait and the Focus Fury interaction. Keep Away is always a banger perk. So it's like, it does have everything it needs to be a pretty good gun, right? So I think I'll bump my score up a little bit. But man, I do still think it's just really hard to earn your place among the other rapid fire frames that are out there because of what they've got going for them. Other rapid fire frames that are just juiced with perks. More consistent damage perks, more predictable damage perks that are equal if not greater than Focused Fury. So I don't think I'm willing to really give and say that this is an excellent pulse rifle. I don't think I would go there. I'm going to give it a B+. I'm going to come up on my score. I did enjoy my time with it. We played pretty well with it, but I think it's just going to be a B+ from me today. All right, next up, we are going to flip it on its head. This is a gun that I said, hey, this is pretty good. And Coolguy said, not good, is on his thumbnail. He called it Struggle Bus the Weapon, okay? He was very not big on it. This is the Ikelos hand cannon. It's a 180 hand cannon, okay? And mine crafted here, small bore, Seraph rounds, rapid hit, golden tricorn for kill chaining. Breaking a target's shield partially reloads this weapon's magazine is the origin trait with Rasputin's arsenal. I have close to 500 kills on this thing. I really like it. I mean, I really, really like it. Is it posterity? No, I do really like the, Killing Wind and Rampage combo that you get with posterity. I think posterity is sort of like the creme de la creme when it comes to 180 hand cannons. I still think it's the best one in the game. But as a Voidwalker main, this is an exceptional choice to me. And I'm gonna show you why. Buckle up. Yes, Exodus Blue! This map is so good! It's so good for brawler weapons too, like 180 hand cannons. Once you've earned the first kill, now you've earned the right to have a banger weapon that can 3-tap at unimaginable speeds. Like that. I'm gonna flank this guy. Yeah, see? He had no idea. He's dead. Got him. There we go. Nice clean kill there. There's a nice 3-tap. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what they can do.
You're defeated. Fight again. Persistence is key.
Some clean plays right here, though. Look at this. Look at this. Like 4 in a row. I love it. It is a really fun gun. It's a brawler. It's all about kill chaining. Is it like an optimal competitive gun if you're going to the comp playlist? No. Did we top frag the lobby? Yes.
Double down. A fire team that fights together stays together.
And the baby finishes him off. I love it. Look at this. Oh my gosh, guys. Are you seeing this right now? That guy's very weak. We'll do this. Finish him up. Look at that. Look at that 3-tap. Beautiful. 4.0 KD. We take those. So some of Coolguy's biggest criticisms of the gun specifically are, one, the range. He's talking about the dueling distance, how you have to be super close because the range is really bad on 180s and specifically on this one, which I will give him. That is true. But I just find that I treat this sort of like a, I treat it sort of like a sidearm in that regard. It's my up-close brawler. And then I use my other weapon in my kit because I can have 2 weapons, right? I've got my kinetic slot, and that's where my range goes. And you could even use a scout rifle. You could use a high-impact pulse rifle here, and that would be just fine, and no one would fault you for it. But even right there, trading with a multi-mock. It's kind of like earning the right to be a banger gun. You know what I mean? Look at that. 1, 2, 3-tap right there. 0.6 second TTK. It's huge. And I earned that by fighting a little bit of an uphill battle with my first duel. And I think that's okay. I kind of like when weapons do that to you. Not everything needs to be S tier out of the gate. Sometimes I like when it gives you the option, sort of like gun game. The better you play, the better the gun's going to be over time. I like that. Some people would prefer to have a weapon that performs at the A tier all the time. And then sometimes I'm in the mood to have a gun that plays at the C tier until you get a kill, and now it plays at the S tier. That to me is cool. I like that.
Shut the enemy down.
That's 3 targets down right there by chaining the damage. That being said, I gotta be honest. I don't know that the Ikelos hand cannon was doing us many favors. I mean, it had moments, had explosive moments where you can kill chain, and you start getting the 3-taps up and running, and it's really fun, it's dynamic. And I don't know that we played poorly. I mean, I'm still right 1.8s and, double positives and stuff like that in these matches, but I think that I could probably be better off with a more mainstream hand cannon. So I will concede a little bit there. I do think, obviously, back when I reviewed the gun, it was a different sandbox, too. The way that teams were bounced was... Lobby bouncing was different. The map rotations were different. The sandbox was different. A lot of things were different, right? But I will concede, I don't know that the Ikelos 180 is really a prime choice in the current sandbox. Is it bad? Cool guy said not good. He said struggle bust the weapon. I don't know that I'd be that harsh because I do think that you can earn the right to do some pretty cool and explosive things with it. Maybe it's not good, but it can be good when you meet the certain criteria to push the gun into the good state, but you have to get a kill to do it, right? And that's kind of the way that 180s are in general. So I still like the gun. I still think 180s are super fun, but gotta admit, it's probably not your best choice. All in all, one of the things I really like about reviewing weapons is the way that people see things differently, you know? And sometimes Cool Guy's gonna see something and other reviewers are gonna see something I don't see. And then sometimes vice versa. And it's just the way that it is. Sometimes the weapon is just going to click with you in a way that it doesn't click for other people. And obviously getting different perspectives on something is the best way to find your truth anyway. So I believe that wholeheartedly about anything in life. I would never take any one person's perspective as gospel. I would like to see multiple perspectives so I can see the full picture from all these different viewpoints and angles so that I can come to my own conclusions about it. All in all, I think Cool Guy is probably the best weapon reviewer in our community. So I highly recommend you check out his videos whenever you have the chance to do so if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching the video today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let me know if you have any ideas for, videos down the road, entertainment style videos, anything that you think would really help elevate your entertainment factor when it comes to Destiny content these days, because I do think the game is pretty well solved at this point. So informational content can be hit or miss depending on what people feel like they need, they think they need to know, and what they don't think they need to know. And right now it's just, a smaller population of people playing the game anyways, so there's just not as much informative content to make in general. And I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring lately on stream. I uploaded my first highlight video, and it bombed. It's weird, because YouTube's weird like this. It's like, it will sense that it's not a Destiny video on my main channel, which is Destiny. So it's just going to be like, well, why would we promote that? So it's going to, like, withhold it. It's not going to try and get it out there for as many people to see. It's not going to put it in your up next or your home screens and stuff like that. So it is really challenging to get anything that isn't Destiny to get seen on my main channel. So if you want, do me a favor, click on the video, check it out. Let the YouTube algorithm know that, hey, it's okay if TV posts something that isn't Destiny from time to time. I would appreciate it. But it's just a fun an entertaining video of me trying to struggle my way through my first ever Souls game. So check that out. Hey, be warm and well fed, my friends, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.